Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are joining us. We're here at the Ministerial Complex in Congo Town. His Excellency Joseph Boakai is here to officially launch an AI challenge, and we have receiving him several government officials here at the EJS Complex. So he's accompanied by the First Lady, Madam Kantumo Yata Boakai, and they are both here to grace this occasion. So we have His Excellency first coming. And so however you're following us, we are live here at the EJS Complex in Congo Town. His Excellency Joseph Boakai, the President of the Republic of Liberia, will be joined other government officials and other citizens of Liberia as he launches an AI challenge, and he's just arriving. And my understanding is His Excellency will be in the holding room. I have to stick around there to capture his arrival. I'm hearing there's no sound. No, 1, 2. Are you hearing me? If you're getting me, please let me know if you're getting sound. I'm hearing there's no sound. If you're hearing me loud and clear, please let me know. Also that you have the First Lady, Madam Yata Kantumo Yata Boakai, and His Excellency the President. They're here at the EJS. And you will enter the holding room where you will await the commencement of the event.
Yeah, this is for the conference downstairs.
Okay, I'm hearing that you're getting the sound perfectly. Thank you. Thank you again. We have also here in our presence Madam Cooper. And let me just cover this part of the event. The organizers of the investment conference will present or give a package to His Excellency. I'll just cover that briefly. The investment conference is ongoing. Charge you. Okay. All right. So however you're following, we are so we are the organizers of the investment conference will present a gift to His Excellency.
Very, very successful conference on behalf of the country. Well represented. Many of the ambassadors around the world attended yesterday. The Vice President led on your behalf, and very successful. We're continuing downstairs, but because I knew you were coming up, I'm coming officially present this to you as an effort for everyone in the country. Thank you.
Now we see them attending. Are they coming to invest?
Yes. There are a lot of collaboration going on. It's all over, meetings happening. It's so exciting. You know, UNDP has now come in. UNECA has come in, investment partners have come in because of all the work we've been doing in the background. So now there's so much synergy. Investors are coming from different African countries, whereas many of them here, all 36 offices in the country, trying to find opportunities for us. And we're networking now. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much.
So that was Honorable Anderson, the organizer and co-organizers of the investment.
Programs were set to help the Minister of Agriculture, because just last week this was basically in Philadelphia for the conference we sent him. So Charles Nelly, all there, we sent them all to Africa. So
So there you have it. The organizers and co-planners of the investment conference presently ongoing here at the EJS just presented a package to His Excellency. He was represented by the Vice President at that event. Due to his busy schedule, he couldn't attend. However, the Vice President spoke on his behalf and gave a very remarkable speech there. And now he is here. We have two events up here today. From my understanding, after the AI Challenge launch, His Excellency will be attending a book launch that is also going to be taking place in the theater, Ministerial Complex. There you have His Excellencies now. Going to be entering the hall where the event will be taking place. Is the Liberia AI Challenge that will be taking place this afternoon. So wherever you're following from, we are going to be live here at the EJS Complex in Congo Town. The hall is already packed with guests awaiting the arrival of His Excellency. Pass one. Not yet. I'm still in here. No, I don't think I was going to say.
May I announce the arrival of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, accompanied by the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia. Shall we all receive them?
The religious advisor to His Excellency will do the opening prayer, the invocation for the event.
Our Father, we give you praise and thanksgiving, acknowledging, O God, your presence and your will upon us as a nation. Today, even as we go through this launch of a program, Lord, we pray, Lord, that the benefit will come to the young people of this nation less, that it will change our minds and attitudes, that it will be a forward march for generations and more. Take the glory and the honor in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Mr. President, Madam the First Lady, distinguished members of the Cabinet, our illustrious guests, members of the full estate. At this time, may I officially introduce our program. We are here today to launch, for the official launching of the Liberia 2025 Artificial Intelligence Challenge, held here at the Ministerial Complex, at the EJS Ministerial Complex. Without much ado, would like to call on the Honorable Magdalena Cobra, who will do our introduction.
Madam Copper will do the introduction of this event.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be here to introduce this momentous event. His Excellency, the First Lady, Ministers of Government, guests, near and far, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all of you and extend a special thank you to you for being here today. I was asked briefly to introduce today's event. As you all know, the world is moving at a rapid speed. Liberia is trying to find her place in becoming or be a part of that movement. And today we have to find different avenues to leapfrog, leap ahead. And with AI, we are going to become a part of the community of countries and nations that are moving ahead. And so when Daniel Kola told me about the launching of this challenge, I thought it's a great platform for Liberia to join the community of technology, AI, to move our nation ahead. And so with that said, welcome. There'll be a few presentations being made today. Our Excellency has done a fantastic job trying to fix our economy, keep this country peaceful. It is now time for our education sector to find different avenues to get our young people ready for the challenges ahead. And that's the only way we're going to move forward. So with that said, please stay put. There are some amazing speeches and presentations that will be made here today. And thank you for being here. God bless all of you.
That was Madam Magdalena Cooper, Political Advisor to His Excellency, who just did the introduction of today's event.
At this time, we will now call on Engineer Simon Balemba, who will do an introduction of the Artificial Intelligence Challenge meeting.
About it, though, you carry it out. So, folks, we get a brief presentation of this
We're proud to do a brief presentation will be made, and so the lights have been turned off. As a result of that, His Excellency
preparation is ongoing, but they say for the scale towards improving Liberia in the tech space, especially precisely as it relates to artificial intelligence. His Excellency Boakai related to making sure the country is tech ready in the field of technology. It's quite so we're in the ball of the EJS Ministerial Complex. Now, completing update, this event is also taking place at the time that Liberia is holding the National Investment Conference. These artificial intelligence challenges also activities around the program marking the conference.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Madam, Honorable Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, from doctors in operating homes to farmers living in rice fields, from bankers in Mongolia to bikers in the back street of Gaza, artificial intelligence is no longer efficient for us. AI is here and is here to stay. It is now, and AI is quietly reshaping the way we live, the way we learn, and the way we live. Your Excellency, Liberia is not standing by. Liberia is just stepping forward. The Liberia AI Challenge 2025 is not just a program. For us, it's a board. It's a strategic instrument to amplify the impact of your agenda, especially in the pillars of youth empowerment, skills development, digital inclusion, and entrepreneurship. In this pilot edition, our mission here is clear: to identify, to train, and empower 300 young Liberians, mainly from rural, underserved, or often left behind. Our goal is to equip them with the practical AI tools to invent or to reinvent their future. We are not just training a cohort. We are here to, let's say, we are trying to fuel a generation of young, talented Liberians. We are ready to build Liberia of tomorrow with intelligence, with dignity, and with pride. And ladies and gentlemen, to begin this journey with you today, allow me to introduce my brother in arms, Engineer Simon Balemba, who is an AI expert and grassroots innovator who will work with me through this journey. Once again, it's our honor to be here today. Simon, please tell us first a few words about what is really AI.
Thank you, Alex. All scholars and respected. So, basically, AI is simply a computer or machine that acts like a human. And it can learn, it can think, and it can solve problems. Some examples are, for example, for those of us who use iPhones, we have Siri. For those who use Android phones, we have Google Assistant. You can ask a question, and it's going to give you an answer. Those of us who browse the internet, we use YouTube. YouTube usually suggests videos you might like. Snapchat filters also changes the way our face looks when we want to look in a funny way. So AI is simply an interactive tool, and it's also a revolution that has come to change the way we work, the way we learn, and the way we play. Now, why AI now? AI is taking over the world rapidly, very, very fast. And it is changing every industry as we speak. From education to agriculture to transportation and logistics, AI is personalizing the way we learn by supporting students with virtual assistants and also helping to automate the way we grade results and the way we will deliver content. In agriculture, which is one of the biggest activity in Africa and in Liberia as well, AI helps to boost productivity by analyzing soil content. With sensor, AI can also help a local farmer to understand the weather conditions on when to plant and when not to plant their crops. AI can also guide a farmer on how to cultivate their farms better with the help of sensors and drones. When we move to healthcare, AI is very, very fast. When we move to healthcare, AI is faster than the medical doctor, who is a human being, in terms of diagnosing a problem. When it comes to transportation and logistics, AI can do a lot by optimizing delivery, powering self-driving vehicles, and it can also predict logistics. Law and justice is not left out. It means that AI is also disrupting the law and justice sector by helping lawyers to be able to analyze legal documents at record speed. When it comes to security and defense, AI is playing a very big role. By strengthening cyber security, it can help to predict threats, and it can also help to enhance surveillance and response systems. Not letting out art and culture, AI can help you to compose music, write poems, it can paint, and even generate movies for you. Now, the Liberia AI Challenge 2025 to the country, which one of them are the National AI Policy, which is under development, and this program is coming to help to facilitate the development of this policy, because we understand that a policy is focused on capacity building and digital literacy as part of the Vision 2030 strategy of the country. Not leaving behind the Liberian Digital Transformation Project, which was designed to train over 10,000 youths in digital skills. So the Liberian AI Challenge is not coming to replace any of these projects, to complement them. And also the Liberian Technology Summit, which will be happening by the 27th of this month, which is designed to explore the transformative power of technology in driving Liberia's economic and social development, is also part of the programs that the Liberian AI Challenge is going to complement and align with.
Ladies and gentlemen, we said we are planning to power 1 trillion. Why 1 trillion? Why not 5? Why not 10,000? So this phase is a pilot project, because we develop a method, and everywhere we go, we begin by piloting to make sure that we comply with the environment. In other countries, we have been system. We are piloting with 100, which is enough. But for the first time, as soon as His Excellency heard about this project, it seems that it was just, it's so innovative, focused in innovation. So we were so touched, and we, in Liberia, for the first time, we are piloting with 300. And our idea is that as soon as we end with this pilot phase, we will be able to know how many youth can be trained with our method as fast as possible. We say as fast as possible because, as we said, as the lady opening, thank you, Mom, the lady opening the station said, the world is changing so fast that there is no time to waste. We are not talking about the future, we are talking about now. It's now we have to act. So once again, it's Your Excellency, thank you for investing in this project. We are expecting at the end of this phase at least 50 projects which will be able to conduct in a maturity model so that we have them be sustainable. We said at least 50. It may be more. It depends. If we bring the project at Delta or Limpa and they are so young people, they are so So we are so excited. We don't know. We may have more, but we are expected to have at least 50 projects which are sustainable. And 30% of these young people, I can't say we are sure. Based on our past experience, we are projecting that at least 30% will have access to government agency, either private sector or just international remote work, which is based on AI and which are now providing thousands of works in other countries. For sure, in Liberia, it's ongoing. We expect with this to fast track that process. Last but not the least, 50% of the cohort should be women. For us, it's key. 50% men, 50% women. It's not just a matter of diversity. We can't continue to build this continent, leaving aside the majority of our population. So 50-50. That's deal. We hope that thing will be done. So three pillars on this. Local impact. Remember at the beginning we said, we impact your life, we impact your community. Local impact. Second pillar is inclusion and sustainability. No. Next. This program is based on 5 pillars and it's quickly explained. But it's a 4 days intensive program. 4 days intensive program followed by 3 months of mentoring coaching. Those 3 months is to make sure that they are working on their project. At the end of the day, to give you an idea, we will help them to know how to market themselves using AI. Personal branding, how to market the new skills they are just acquired. 4 days intensive training, 3 months follow-up and mentorship and support. 80% of this program, this training is practical. It's not theoretical, it's not, no. 80% of the time is practical and 20% theoretical because they need to take them to understand. The 5 pillars are, the first one is about fundamentals. They need to understand exactly what AIs are. When we were in Benin, 90% of people we received, they were sure that AI is just to look nice, to ask questions, and to write nice letters to their girlfriend. That's what they believe in AI. Almost 90% of people will receive. So we take time to explain exactly, make sure that they understand what this AI is about. The second pillar is about prompt engineering. When people begin to use AI, the mistake 90% of us doing is using AI as Google. They just ask questions as they do with Google. It is a mistake. AI is not the new Google. There is a protocol on how to build quality dialogue with AI. There is a way to interact with AI to make sure that you receive a quality response. It's a specific expertise called prompt engineering. It's heavy, but here we have designed something which is easy for those young people. But prompt engineering is a vast, of course, it's a vast expertise, but we give them the pillar of that expertise. The third one is about creating a project. Many of them can speak about what they want to do. They have an idea, nice idea, but they don't know how to move from an idea to the project. Today with AI, you can easily move from an idea to the project. I say easily because we need to train them. We help them how to move from an idea to the project, wherever they live. With their mobile phone, it's mobile-oriented program. The fourth pillar is about business. Those who have their business, those who are here who have tried to build small-size business nodes in the beginning, you need a lawyer, you need marketing, communication, etc. And you don't have money. with AI agent. An agent for marketing, an agent for legal issue, an agent for sales, and so we help them to build their project, their company, and we build their first team. Let's say with less means than they usually do. And the last one is about ethics. AI and ethics. I'm sure I will not insist on this. You know, all of you know how our president just speak to the world without speaking. All of you knows what happened. So, it's wonderful AI, but we need to use that wisely. So we take time to make sure to explain to them that AI is powerful, but ethics, we should use it ethically. That's the 5 pillars of the architecture of our problem.
Thank you, Alex. We are going to be looking at the implementation timeline, which today, the 17th of July 2025, is the launch of this program. And immediately after this launch, we are looking at diving into the recruitment of 300 youths from the month of August to the month of September 2025. And when we successfully recruit the 300 youths in collaboration with stakeholders on ground, we are going to dive into the training program itself, which is a 4 days intensive training, which is going to happen sometime in October 2025. And after the training, we are going to have a 3 months follow-up mentorship and coaching sessions, which is going to be hybrid, online and on-site, which we designed that way to run from November 2025 to January 2026. And after the end of the mentorship program, we hope to have a showcase where we all come back, hopefully in the same hall or in a bigger hall, for us to see what the youths have been able to do within this 4 months plus program, to see the projects that they have been able to give them to see the projects that they have been able to establish over this period, and to also get testimonies of those who were able to be integrated into government agencies, those who were able to be integrated into companies in the private sector, those who were able to land remote jobs internationally, and those who were able to change their life with the use of AI. As we said, this Liberia AI Challenge 2025 is a pilot phase. It means if it goes as planned, there are other strategic enhancements that we intend to continue promoting in the year 2026 and beyond. One of them has to do with policy and governance. We intend to support the AI policy that is under development. We also intend to promote AI for development projects in the country. We also intend to work in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and universities to see how we can implement AI clubs in secondary schools, especially to give access to kids who are aged 14 to 17 years old. And we also intend to launch a trainer program where we train other potential trainers to be able to train other AI ambassadors in the country in our absence. And we also intend to collaborate with the local innovation hubs and other enterprise support centers to help establish an AI innovation hubs in the country, both at the national and the regional levels, and also to help build startup pipeline support programs and to also unlock foreign investment into the country. Because as we all know, startups need a lot of investment. And looking at the end of the program, we intend that this program should be or should leave behind a national legacy with a global vision. And one of those legacy and global visions that we envisage in this program is to position Liberia as an ethical AI leader in West Africa. Secondly, that the youths in Liberia are job ready. We might not achieve this goal in this first pilot phase, but we intend to achieve this goal in subsequent programs. And that is why our aim is to make sure that the youths are job ready. One of the other goals which we intend to promote is Pan-African digital alignment. Today, Africa is undergoing a revolution, and part of this revolution is how AI and technology is disrupting the way we work, the way we learn, and the way we play. So we intend to align this program and other ongoing programs in the country with other Pan-African digital programs that are ongoing in the continent. And last but not least, we intend to foster global partnerships and to make sure Liberia is also visible when it comes to emerging technologies and AI on the continent.
Thank you, Simon. I'd like to take two seconds. When we say our goal is to position, to contribute and position Liberia as an ethical AI leader, it's not just about positioning is based on vision and leadership. Your Excellency, I come from a francophone country. Don't ask me which level to speak so bad English. Don't ask me where I learned to speak so bad English. I come from a francophone country, and the way we perceive Liberia is through the vision of who is now our president. As far as ethics is concerned, when we speak about the Liberia, the first word that stems about ethics. Someone who really pay attention to ethics and values. So, being a leader, being an AI ethical leader is something achievable for myself. That's why I say remember that may be huge. Let us focus on it. Thank you. So, what we are doing, we are planning to do here, we are investing in 7 countries. Congo Town, Madagascar, Congo, which are all francophone. It's about, I think that's why we are happy to be here with English. And in a few seconds, I will show you, His Excellency, Madam Ladies and Gentlemen, a short video to give you an idea of how we run such challenge. When we say challenge, it's really a challenge because being able to stay with us for that 4 days, we should eat well. It's not easy at all, but it can be fun as well. So, let me show you a short video on how it goes in those, so far in those countries. If you permit me, His Excellency. Not ready? Here we go. So,
and there's will be a short presentation, so they're laying the basis for the AI challenge, the background, why it's important, and they're supposed to do.
Gadget is something which is a mode to be passed, and they are so having it, and there is no way of going back. The way
to enhance their academic and career prospects, focusing on practical applications to improve their businesses, job, and academic pursuit.
We were expecting to let you hear about the stories of those young people. Some of them are drivers. Some are coming from the receiver in Cotonou or in Liberia. They work in the clinic at this hospital. And the diversity of the profile is just wonderful, which is something important for us. It's something perhaps to explain how in other countries we recruit the volunteer or get trained. Once again, we cannot say that we do the same here. We adapt to different countries. But also, we ask many patients. Each patient have a map. At the end of the day, they should be ending with a note on 150. That means when they tell their story, based on the keyword they are using, we have AI which screen their answers and determine their profile. That's how we succeed in knowing the right level of each of them. Believe me, they analyze better than you and I. Receiving last
But I'll take you to the west region of Cameroon, where making AI.
Come back to the first video, please. Thank you. Thank you. So, we basically put those information on their, they tell about their own story, they talk about their project, and we have to do AI which analyze all those information, counting them. At the end of the day, we say, okay, we distinguish the best candidate, male and female. That's how we select one one. And it depends on the country. We use the same platform here. Good.
The President of the Republic of Liberia officially launches the Liberia AI Challenge 2025 to promote and support the President's Arrest agenda, empowering youth through innovation. Liberia AI Challenge 2025.
So that was the background of the AI challenge, some details about the challenge, expert in that area.
Without much ado, at this time, we would like to call on the National Youth Council Liberia representation to give a remark.
A representation of the National Youth Council of Liberia will be done by a representative that will call her name when she steps on the podium.
Your Excellency, President Joseph Boakai, Madam First Lady, Honorable Ministers, Development Partners, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to stand before you as co-chair of the National Youth Advisory Council, representing the voices and aspirations of young people in Liberia. On behalf of the Youth Advisory Council, allow me to extend my deep appreciation to Your Excellency for your vision, leadership, and commitment to empowering Liberians youth according to the Arrest agenda. Today's event is a reflection of that vision in motion, a bold step forward that acknowledges the power of technology, innovation, and young people to drive national transformation. Artificial intelligence, AI, holds help us solve long-standing issues in health, education, agriculture, business, and social sector. But as we embrace this future, we must remember that AI does not replace human intelligence. It does not replace literacy. On the contrary, the rise of AI makes it more urgent that we continue to strengthen our education system, because without strong reading, writing, and critical thinking skills, our young people will not be able to fully participate in or benefit from an AI-driven world. This is a challenge and an opportunity. If we want Liberia to compete and lead in the digital age, we must continue to invest in innovation and education. To our fellow youth, this is your moment. AI is not just for other countries, it's for you. Let this challenge spark your imagination. Build, code, solve, disrupt, use your talents to move Liberia forward. To our partners, let us continue to work together to ensure that no young person is left behind in this transformation. Your Excellency, thank you for placing your trust in young people. We stand ready not just to benefit from the AI revolution, but to lead it. Thank you.
That's a representative from the National Youth Council making a statement on behalf of our institution.
At this time, for the Minister of Post and Telecommunication, we have a proxy, the President of Mr. Shah Sharif, Chief Information Officer. Mr.
Sharif. Representing the Minister of Post and Telecommunication, Mr. Sharif, will make a statement. It's proxying for the Minister.
Your Excellency, First Lady, distinguished partners, young innovators, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to extend our compliments and bring greetings on behalf of the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication, the institution mandated to lead Liberian transformation. During the day, we gather to launch an important initiative, the Artificial Intelligence Challenge 2025. But beyond the challenge, we are setting the stage for what our digital future look like. Intelligence, inclusive, ethical, and secure. Artificial intelligence is not magic. It's a mathematical powered by data. A lot of it. The quality of AI outcomes depend directly on the data it is trained on, and the ethics behind how that data is collected, stored, and used. This brings us to the hard truth. Liberia data landscape is still fragmented. Ministries, agencies, and sectors operate in silos, creating inefficiencies, duplications, and even risk. Recognizing this gap, upon our appointment as the Chief Information Officer of Liberia, we carry out an assessment to see the digital ecosystem of the Liberian government. Strategy. Under your leadership, Your Excellency, Liberia is also boasting of the first national cybercrime forensic laboratory built at the Police Academy. This will also help us to fight cybercrimes in Liberia. For the first time in history, under your leadership, Your Excellency, at Post and Telecommunication, we managed to be part of the ECOWAS by joining the ECOWAS ISAC. In cybersecurity, ISAC is an information sharing and analysis center. That is, if there's a cyber threat being detected in Ghana, Ghana will alert Liberia. If it's happening somewhere in other countries, then they will help us to control before it gets to Liberia. AI cannot grow without digital soil. This is why the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication has championed the National Digital Strategy, aligning digital vision with real infrastructure, services, and capacity. The outdated asset policy will show that stay current and competitive, expansion of broadband access. The Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications also partnered with the World Bank by bringing the 7 submarine cable, which will be landed at Buchanan. With that, we'll have more redundancy, we'll have limited internet outages going forward. And this all happened under the leadership of Excellency. My office is also working directly with IT, the International Telecommunication Union, by connecting every single school in Liberia to the internet. For the first time in the history of the country, this is happening under the leadership. And lastly, I was in Switzerland, Geneva, with Honorable Boakai from Ministry of Education, Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications leading that project. We managed to partner with the ITU through GIGA, and they are willing to connect every school in Liberia to the internet, and very soon the implementation will start. First, we are starting off by marking every school in Liberia. We want to know where they are, what are the locations, and also how many students are there. Then that's the geospatial mapping. Once we do that, and then the implementation will start. And this is all happening under your leadership.
Your Excellency, as Minister of Posts and Telecommunications, has also worked with the regional partners in bringing AI to our workplace through the EJS portal. We understand now that if you want to apply for government services, you have to first work in person. If you are, like for example, my mother living in Lofa, you want to apply for driver license or maybe social security card, you have to come all the way to Monrovia to apply for it. So what we are doing at Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications, we are digitizing every government's public-facing services that will be available that each and every person will be able to access. And the portal that we are building right now to Posts and Telecommunications is called the EJS portal. The EJS portal will be a one-stop shop for all government services. So you don't have to go to Ministry of Education website to inquire about school service. You don't have to go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs or you can just go to the EJS portal and you apply for every government services right there in there. And the EJS portal, we understand that we have a young population and every one of them are on their phone. You can't be on a computer by going to Google and log on to it. So what we did, the EJS portal will come with a citizens app that you can just download. We make services convenient to you. Because one of the reasons why, based on my second I was appointed as Assistant Commissioner Officer, we went to various government institutions, and one of them was the Ministry of Commerce through National Business Registry. If you go to National Business Registry, for example, if you apply for business license, it takes almost a month or even more before you get the business registration. Before you get the business registration license. So what we doing now is we have a team on ground that are pulling on that assessment. We first recognize 50 most important services in government, and then we digitize those 50 services. And as time goes on, we will continue to add more and more and more and more and more. We want to have a digital society, and also we want to have a limited paper base. If you look at government institutions, people are still using their personal emails to communicate. When that person leaves, they take everything along with them. And these are government property. They should be kept in government. I can come today and leave, and if someone else comes and replace me, the information still remains. What we are doing is to make sure that we have an email system. If you look at our website, for example, our website are not uniform. Every website, one is posted somewhere else, another one is posted in another place, so it's not uniform. What we are doing as well is to make sure to have uniformity across all government websites. And another thing that we have again that we have covered in government that we recognize is the data. If you look at the Ministry of Transport, for example, the driver license, the data for driver license base is somewhere stored outside of Liberia. What we have done at the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications, we reached out to the government to empower the telco, to enhance the telco to make sure that our data is kept in Liberia. That's data sovereignty. Because AI, it is not used ethically, it can intrude your privacy, and without proper framework in place, this can ruin the nation. Thank you.
will not call on for everyone.
Your Excellency, President, Confederate Cabinet colleagues, other government officials in the corporations and agencies, the advisors to the President, our development partners, representatives of youth organizations, esteemed members of the private sector, ladies and gentlemen, Excellency, on behalf of the youth, which includes our sports athletes, we like to welcome you back to Liberia after the so beautiful sport at the White House. Today's gathering is not an ordinary gathering. It is rather a statement of intent. It is a reflection of our commitment and recognition that the future of work, the future of education, and indeed the future of national development is being rapidly reshaped by technological advancements with artificial intelligence at the center of this global transformation. Artificial intelligence is no longer a distant concept that is confined to the laboratories of advanced economies. It is here. It is a transforming health care, or it is transforming health care through predictive diagnostics. It is improving agriculture through smart farming solutions. It is optimizing transportation and logistics. And critically, it is revolutionizing education, creating vast opportunities for self-learning, innovation, and entrepreneurship. For a country like Liberia, with a youthful population comprising close to, estimated at about 74% youth and young people, the implications are profound. The demography represents an extraordinary reservoir of creativity, energy, and potential. However, it also reminds us of the massive challenges we face: high levels of youth unemployment, skill gaps, limited access to technology, and the ever-present threat of economic exclusion in the digital age. As Minister of Youth and Sports, I am convinced that AI, if properly understood, adapted, and integrated, can serve as a powerful equalizer. It has the power to unlock new forms of employment, to stimulate entrepreneurship, and to make Liberian youth competitive within our borders and the global economy. The Minister of Youth and Sports remains committed to leading this transformation. We are taking bold steps to reposition our youth development agenda. Through the National Youth Policy, the National Media Program, Youth Connect, our vocational and technical training program, and initiatives under the National Service.
With a focus on the frontier technology of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has proven to be a powerful tool that is reshaping economies, industries, and societies worldwide. Through this initiative, we're equipping young Liberians, especially those from disadvantaged communities, with the skills to harness AI for employment, entrepreneurship, and creative problem solving. As Minister of Education, I fully embrace this challenge and the transformative potential it holds. Look forward to working closely with partners to integrate AI training and digital literacy in our school curriculum. For the first time, under the leadership of our President Joseph Boakai, we've introduced microcloud C2 technology in our schools with support from the World Bank IRS project. 156 schools now have C3 microcloud technology. Our goal is to ensure that every Liberian child
future belongs to those who are ready. We are here to help you get there. Congratulations to everyone who has made this initiative possible. Together, let us build a Liberia where innovation drives inclusion, employment, entrepreneurship, and where every young mind has the tools to thrive. Thank you.
Trust each other. Minister of Education.
Presidential Envoy on Trade Investment Special, to give us an overview of this.
About it. The Liberia AI challenge is a $25 million, because it's not just a behind this launch and there are other youth empowerment initiatives. For example, vulnerable youth beside the EJS challenge that comes with the there are other forms of support. I will let this interview go on properly. Here to let you know all of this is the microphone set up ambassador. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you our passion was
Thank you, Ambassador. Madam the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, our illustrious guest, Mr. Malcolm Fofo, Special Envoy for Liberia to the UAE and GCC countries, in his dedication, Madam the Minister of Education, a lot of senior family officials present, the youth of Liberia present here, distinguished guests, members of the full estate. At this time, I will invite to the podium His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President he will address on this special occasion.
Thank you very much. Please have your seats. First Lady, our ministers, the guests from all over, because last night when we met, I thought everybody was coming from Ghana. And I realized they were coming from all over. I want to thank you for being here. For youth, for whom this program is actually meant, because it is your future. I always tell people that some of us are BBC born before computer. But I'd like to recognize all of you, and including the Minister of Education, people who are going to be direct beneficiaries. Do I see the ambassador from Ghana? What are you doing here? I'm ambassador. I want to thank you all for coming to this program. In 2023, I was reading what's supposed to be like a newsletter from the Pope. And I was reading about AI. But a very intensive reading. The Pope was talking about AI and how he was expecting some fear that AI will take some leadership, human leadership, humans. Fortunately, when I visited the Pope in 2024, we were talking and I reminded him that I had read an article where he was a little bit skeptical. And he said, yes, God made man to rule the world. We don't want a machine to take that leadership from us. You read about AI, you get a little bit jittery. But you know, I'm sure that before people started riding planes too, they were jittery. But that's what life is about. Continue to experience different things. You get afraid, but you get used to them because you have to know how to control them. Whatever happens, you must know human beings are the ones who come up with the ideas. But again, there are a few things here that I'd like to make clear. A young lady came here to say she is we have a youth council. When we are in cabinet, when I was vice president, we used to have a youth representative. And for some time, we felt that the youth representative was a good person, but was just an individual. Went to cabinet meetings, Sometimes the president didn't want to hear him, he won't speak. But we have since then thought about it. We have a lot of youth organizations in the country. And they came up with the idea, instead of having an individual, let's have youth representation that will come together to represent the youth. I think it's a very good idea, because by that, information will be disseminated. They will go and discuss and have their input, rather than one person who will just listen, go in. And so if you see that we have a council and they are well represented, we are asking even our ministers to work with them, because that's the way they will learn. They get to learn how to work, how to understand government, so that information will flow automatically. We want to thank them for being here. We have a lot of brilliant young people in this country. I didn't think that AI was going to be here so fast, because we just started hearing about AI. It's all over now. So we didn't want our young people to be left behind. So I want to thank our special envoy to UAE and the GCC, because sometimes we fall short. Some of these places where help will come from, we never really pay attention to them. And I'm happy to have Mfwafo, whom we just saw, and his friends. And last night, about 11 of them came to visit me. And I was wondering, how come all these people pay their own way? We are paying nothing for the program that you are attending, and the program itself. This is from the goodwill. This is from people who have identified to work with us. As Daniel just told you, our trip to Ghana ended up with Dubai. And you'd be surprised how much has been generated from this relationship. That's what we want to say today, the launch of this AI. Been long-standing, and we've been talking about it. I want to thank them for coming to Liberia. And I'd like for you to see all those who came out of the country on their own to be here, paying their own way in their own hotel to have this program. Please just stand and let's see you. Those of you who came last night, all because of you. It's our job to build relationships that will benefit the country. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate you for sharing this knowledge and for being part of what we are doing here. Thank you very much. Have the seat. And they just told you, Amos Tour, who had the LPRC, with also detail. LPRC was set up to be an importer of products, and the distribution will go to the gas station owners. I worked there before. We've never been able to do that. And I have a feeling when we do it, it should be of a huge benefit to the country, because we ensure that we'll have products. We've been fortunate since we took over, there have not been any shortage. But they were also instrumental in building this relationship for us to be able to. I haven't heard a full report, but I'm sure that we are very close to being able to bring in products so that we make sure that products are in the country at affordable rate and consistent with what we want to do. It's all to the credit of the gentleman. And Daniel told you also about how we went to Tottenham and we put water, and we are doing that. I have said I will never dedicate a hand pump. We're going beyond that. 178 years, people pumping water. If we have to give our people something, we'll give them the best. You know how much time it takes to collect water, children standing in the street. I want to thank them also for helping us in that area. We'll be doing water dedication in Banga, one of those communities where during the campaign, we promised them. And all of these are happening because of the relationship we build over the period. For AI is not a concept, it's a future. Whether you like it or not, you're afraid of it, you better get used to it. That's what it's going to be. So, we want to thank you all. This is the responsibility of the government. Interestingly, today, somebody sent me somebody who, two protesters, one of them, I don't know, he said he's protesting. He said because Boakai can't lie. If they can't lie, we just wait. And then all of them were protesting that he's protesting because we're not giving you a chance to sell drugs because I had you. Very good protest. But a country 178 years, our young people with talents, we can't keep them at that. It's our job to make them, prepare them for the world. During the campaign, I went to Ghana. I couldn't understand there was an Indian who was doing business in Liberia. And we went to visit him. And he said to me, take 500 young people. As a matter of fact, this man was doing business here. He moved to Ghana, built a school. I would like to encourage him to build here holistic education. He got the school, he got a football field, got table tennis, they got all of these, and teaching IT. And he said to me, take 500 young people, teach them IT. They will give themselves jobs. So we know with all of these knowledge that you'll be taking, you will be creating your own jobs. Instead of going around, maybe some people are very pleased or good to go around and beg. Everybody wants to be independent. Everybody wants to contribute. We believe these are the things that we're supposed to do to afford you the opportunity to love your country, be able to contribute to your country. This is not a technology we can afford to ignore. It shapes the destiny of this nation, of our youth. So we cannot allow any problems to stand our way. We work with our partners. Some of them, as you see, they are most for your age group. So they're taking interest coming to work with you. That's why our government is really committed to working with you, with our partners, stakeholders, that we can all be able to participate in the building of this nation. Your country is your country. It's the only place nobody can deport you from. And the opportunities you have here are in abundance. So this program is starting strong. The national call for 300 young Liberians between the ages of 18 30 to apply. So some of the announcement that will be made today. This is why we talk about a agenda for inclusive development. I was just telling them, you make sure the girls are there, because I see plenty of boys here, I don't see girls. Make sure we include our girls, our women, so they too can be contributors. We just want to say to our partners who have come, to express our gratitude.
The level of engagement globally is yielding very positive results in the Republic of Liberia. You have appointed special envoys, but this appointment of Mr. Michael Mfofo, a special envoy to UAE and GCC country, is very special. It's very special. We want to say thank you. To the extent that an envoy will, on his own, innovate, think out of the box, and say, in addition to my role as envoy, I'm going to make sure I help the president to knock on other doors globally, to the extent that we can leverage the opportunity to bring in lots of other investment in the country for the benefit of the citizens of Liberia. Mr. Michael, we want to say thank you so very much. You are doing extremely well, and in a special way, we also want to recognize your colleagues, your partners. I see Amma, Chris, I see Richmond, and the rest of the colleagues. We also want to say thank you for the level of support you continue to give to Michael to help the president achieve his arrest agenda. Yes, one of the positive outcomes from this appointment is opening up a pathway that is now leading, hopefully, to consummating an agreement between the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company and Trackstar, a group based in Dubai. Of course, Mr. Michael Mfofo again is one of the major partners for Trackstar. So, we wanted to wait to do this announcement at a special time, but we find that it's come up. Yes, LPRC is almost at the point of finalizing a supply agreement between LPRC and Trackstar in Dubai. This supply agreement will lead to the supply of refined petroleum products to LPRC for the Liberian petroleum market. And the President indicated it is important to reiterate that LPRC show that we have a bulk supply of the products, and LPRC will then distribute to other off-takers to be able to service the retail market. That is the purpose. So, Mr. President, we want to say thank you so very much for your leadership. And it's also important to emphasize that, Mr. President, across the entire sub-region, Liberia still maintains one of the lowest prices of petroleum products amongst all the countries in the sub-region. And it's like fact, you can check all over. Liberia maintains the lowest, one of the lowest prices of petroleum products, Your Excellency. And we are hoping with your leadership and guidance, we will continue to ensure that this country, under your leadership, will not experience any shortage of petroleum products. And given the assurance we're getting from Mr. Michael Mfofo and his team, we're very convinced that once the first consignment comes in country, we will continue the supply to the extent that petroleum product probably will even go with placing eco stocks, because we now have the storage for it. It's important. We are at the point of finalizing the construction of one of our storage terminals, Mr. President. Hopefully by the end of September, we will go and dedicate a project. This July, we're going to complete the construction of a modern petroleum laboratory Hopefully, it's going to be one of the projects you will dedicate during the week of July 26th. So all these would not have happened or would not happen without support, quality leadership of the President of the Republic of Liberia. And the President will want to say thank you. Not only that, he continues to speak beautiful English, but you continue to demonstrate absolute commitment to the presidency. Actually, sometimes I get scared and very worried about a president who is so workaholic. I mean, this is not flattering as a president. I traveled with you on one of the regional trips. The president went throughout. We came back to Liberia. The next morning, honestly, they were on a confession. While I was in bed, I saw the president is having a program. How is it possible? A young man like me with so much energy. We came on a trip in the night. And I'm tired. The president is not tired. He is going from one place to another to make sure that his agenda, his vision for this country is implemented through the arrest agenda. This president will want to say thank you. And you can be assured that some of us will have reposed confidence in to spare the affairs of state institutions will do nothing less than performing and delivering consistent with your vision. We want to say thanks to all of you for coming, and I'm quite sure you saw during the presentation, the gentleman talked about the timelines. We are convinced that this AI challenge is going to roll over to other counties, but this is a pilot phase, and like Daniel indicated to you, Mission 54 is using its own personal resources. This one is not government's money. It is the resources from the pockets of an individual appointed by the president to serve as envoy to the GCC and UAE countries. Some platform, once again, we want to say thank you so very much, and God bless you. TrueLiberia is going to be in country, hopefully, our first assignment will be in country, hopefully, before the end of July. But we will fully brief the president, when everything is done. Thank you, and God bless each and every one of you.
The voice of the MD of LPRC, Honorable Toye. Breaking news, Liberia will receive its first consignment of petroleum products this July. And it came out surprised, but the president will be briefed accordingly. However, that's the breaking news, and we would like to bring it to you. Honorable Toye has confirmed that petroleum products for the Republic of Liberia will be coming in country very soon.
Also inviting all of us. There is a program in the fall. Let us pray. And so, Father God, after all we have heard, we've seen, and we feel around us, God, we are even more convinced that everything that we see and we hear, God, that you are orchestrating a great reform for this nation. And so we pray, oh God, that our hearts will be warm, our hands will be ready to respond, God. That where you are at work, oh God, that we will obediently submit to your activity. For you have told us, oh God, if your people who are called by your name will humble themselves, will pray, will seek your face, you will heal the land. And we're convinced that you are doing a great work. Today our hearts rejoice in you because you are God and there's none like you. Fill us, O God, with all of your presence, that our lives will look forward to the good things that you have done. Take the glory today, the honor, the power, and the praise in Jesus' name.
So at this time, His Excellency and Madam President will be receiving while the rest of the platform guests will come over here about the podium. this occasion. Mrs. Wayne, please.
That'll be a group photo.
Yes, and the dedication.
Up with the protocol. And there'll be a group photo. What? I think the president will Yeah. Good? Lagi?
Madam Ambassador, please join. Madam Ambassador. Madam Ambassador.
Black.
Thank you so kindly. So participant, please join His Excellency and the delegation. Participant, youth council. Other participant.
And the youth participants will join the photo ops here with His Excellency.
How are you? I'm Ezzy. How are you, boss?
Okay, we have the special envoy. We're going to have a few words with the special envoy. Yeah, and the special envoy to Dubai, to UAE. He organized so all of this under his auspices. He planned this, he did this, and we will just have a few words with him. Okay, good afternoon. Yeah, okay, so this is the executive mansion, the official page of the presidency. His Excellency has been praises on you for the work the special envoy is doing. Go ahead. So, I mean, are there specific areas you're going to be focusing on, or just general AI services work?
Today will be African people because we see how the world is changing. We have to pass through this. That's why we have to do this program change.
And what is this costing this envoy and your team? I heard a couple of millions of dollars. How much is it going to cost to roll out this pilot project? And what's the plan to expand it to other parts of Liberia?
This project is and this is only the beginning. This is a pilot project because in 2026 we take another 20 to teach them how to use intelligence and also utility in networks. We have also some program for them how to use office, how to use administration.
Thank you. Your name again?
My name is TrueLiberia.
Okay.
I respect the Foundation. I'm part of the office, especially involved in DCC and
Thank you. Thank you. So, so we brought you there. We have to go to another program, so we have to leave now. Thank you for following. My name is Vanias Kamara. Have a good afternoon.